We are part of Bexley Youth Council and we are here today to tell you all about vaping.
Vaping is less harmful than smoking, but still not safe. E-cigarettes heat nicotine extracted from tobacco, flavourings and other chemicals to create an aerosol that you inhale. Yeah, nicotine is a highly addictive chemical that can harm adolescent brain development.
What are you saying?
Vaping is extremely bad for you. It damages your lungs, it damages your heart, and it damages the inside of your mouth. Bacteria, teeth damaging. And that leads on to the topic of vaping peer pressure. People in the younger society believe that you should look cool by vaping. However, you should not ever feel pressured by your friends to start vaping, because even though it may look cool, you still know it's bad. The punishment, if you're caught with a vape, could stop you from achieving your full potential. And it may look cool now, but I promise you, if you're sick in the future, it's not.
Other chemicals in the vapes include cancer-causing chemicals, heavy metals such as nickel, tin and lead, tiny particles that can be inhaled deep into the lungs, and volatile organic compounds. But the real question is vaping bad for you? Research suggests vaping is bad for your lungs and heart. Nicotine is the primary agent in regular cigarettes and e-cigarettes, and it is highly addictive. It causes you to crave a smoke and suffer withdrawal symptoms if you ignore the craving. Nicotine is a toxic substance. It raises your blood pressure and spikes your adrenaline, which increases your heart rate and the likelihood of having a heart attack. We need to research further how they affect physical health over the long term. People are exposing themselves to all kinds of chemicals that we don't yet understand and are probably not safe.
Vapes were originally made to be a substitute for smoking, but it is found that now in society today, they can see as kind of a flashy thing to connect amongst the young people, and that is extremely dangerous. I do think that we need to look into it more, not only as young people, but also the oldies as well. It's not good for anyone.
That brings me on to my next question. Does vaping lead to smoking? What do you guys think?
So I would say, personally, with the surroundings of the community that I'm in, I would say that vaping is quite bad for you, yes.
I personally agree, and I think something that people don't actually realise is it is illegal to own, buy, use a vape under the age of 18.
I feel like vaping doesn't really lead on to smoking, as I even see on smoking packages it shows all the bad side effects. But for vaping, it's just mainly colours. Doesn't show mainly what is in there, what it could do to you. It's just there for the vibe. Like, there's no thing that says, oh, this will happen to you, that will happen to you. Whereas smoking, on the package, it shows you that this is what happens, and be careful if you do smoke, because you know what's going to happen.
I'm going to save you guys a apparent statement from vaping, and you need to tell me if it's true or false, okay? Reese, this is your one. About 5.1 million people in the country used a vape or e-cigarette in the year 2023.
I feel like that could be false.
No, it's true, believe it or not. Right, Caitlin. Surprisingly, vaping causes 80,000 deaths a year. Causes 1 in 4 of all cancer deaths.
I think that this is probably full.
Mate, it's true. Okay, so Caitlin, what if you are hooked onto vaping and you just don't know what to do?
If you don't know what to do vaping, you can go to talktofaric.com. This is a website where you can get help to find out more about vaping. Electronic cigarettes are just as addictive as traditional ones. Both e-cigarette and regular cigarette contain nicotine, which research suggests may be as addictive as heroin and cocaine. What's worse, users can buy extra-strength cartridges which have a higher concentration of nicotine or increase the e-cigarette's voltage to get a greater hit of the substance. Young people and adults find the lack of smoke appealing.
Even if you are vaping and you only think that you're harming yourself, let's say you're in a school bus, for example, you will still be inhaling the same smoke as others, and others will too. So even if you are trying to avoid it, just try to avoid vapors as a whole.
So, I have a question for all of you guys now. If you vape, would you let your niece or nephew or a younger sister, younger brother vape?
No, of course not.
Well, why?
Well, it's just stupid. It's one thing you doing it, but it's another thing encouraging others to do it.
That's true. But they say to think about yourself before others. So why would you vape but not let somebody else vape?
That's a good point. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast, and we really hope that they have taught you something.
We hope that none of you vape in the future, or if you do, this has made you change a new leaf.
If you do want to find out more about vaping and if you need any help to stop vaping, you can go to talktofrank.com. It's a very good website. Thank you for listening, and we hope we've benefited you in some way to impact yourself and the rest of your society.
Yeah, like Megan said, thank you so much for listening, and we really hope we have either changed your mind or informed you some more.